Hi Capricorns, this is your end of the month reading from May the 16th to 31st. I hope everyone is having a good month so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon and rising. You could be in that energy as well. Just want to say thank you to all those that are still watching. Just remember, these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. Again, my greatest gratitude for those that are still watching and commenting and taking this journey along with me. I appreciate you greatly, so thank you. All right, so interesting energy here that I was kind of feeling. So before I was trying to do, now I'm trying to do something a little differently. I'm kind of meditating before and seeing if any kind of imagery kind of pops up for me here before I start the reading. Here's just kind of some interesting things that popped up. First was like a paper plane, which I saw a plane for another one, but this was a paper plane, but it was less about the paper plane and more about the motion of it kind of going up and down. So you might be feeling that kind of motion in yourself. You might be feeling like life is kind of up one point, down another point, up one point, down another point, and just seeing that kind of up motion happening here for you Capricorn. So you might just be feeling in that energy right now. You're like, some days are great, some days are low. I don't know, it's just kind of all over the place. I'm getting that kind of like going with the air, going with how life is kind of going and kind of riding along with it is the energy I'm getting with that paper plane. Also something I saw which was really interesting was like a big belt buckle. It's like almost like someone like a giant one, like almost like one of those old kind of Western belt buckles. So I don't know if that resonates for anyone, or someone sees that recently, or you might be thinking something and then you see someone with like a giant belt buckle and you'll be like, oh, that kind of resonates. I also saw the number 63 or 6 and 3. If that becomes like, if that's kind of repeating for you or has some kind of significance here as well. Okay, so let's get into the reading here. You have the 9 of Wands coming out in the spread right away, which is talking about trust. We're starting to kind of trust things and trust life and the way it's kind of taking us here. Again, that's what I feel like this energy with this paper plane was, kind of up and down energy, is that we are kind of need to trust a little bit more, trust maybe where our life is headed, what path we are on, trusting ourselves with this energy that's going along here, because I see this 4 of Pentacles here, which means we're holding on too tight to something here. We're holding on to maybe the idea of something. Maybe we're holding on what life should look like. It's just this kind of like grasping for dear life at this kind of protective energy. But it's saying that you're not kind of trusting things are maybe working out for you, or trusting that you're on the right path here, or again, it's just something, there's this ideology or something that we're holding on a little too tightly that we need to kind of let go, and we need to kind of go with the flow and go with the tides of life a little bit more here. I had the Devil energy popping out right after, which is kind of Capricorn energy here. That's you kind of showing up in your own readings, and it talks about the kind of negative things that we are attached to. It talks about this Devil energy of what keeps us down. So whether that's, again, whether that's fear, whether that's substance abuse, whether that is materialism, whether that is just thinking negatively, whatever this kind of devil is for you here, we're holding on a little bit too tightly to it. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with fear, and a lot of it has to do with the idea of loss as well. This kind of perpetuating the idea of loss, or perpetuating the idea that we will be kind of left out in the cold because that is something that happened to us in the past, or something that kind of naturally will happen to us here, and having that kind of deep-seated fear about that. It's almost like this deep-seated fear about losing everything, or a financial kind of ruin here in a way. And I want to get more on what that is for you, Capricorn. What's this kind of fear that's kind of causing that? The Lovers reverse, maybe an old relationship here that kind of instilled that fear on us. Maybe it was an ex as well. Maybe an ex kind of took all of our money, or had something kind of to do with that. I'm trying to get what this energy is. I just feel what I'm kind of feeling, Capricorn. feeling here. I'm getting like trust in the universe a little bit more, and trust in your kind of yourself in general here. Again, whatever this kind of old kind of lack narrative was for yourself, or whatever this old kind of energy is here that we think we're not going to be all right, or we think that things won't kind of work out for us. Again, this kind of fear kind of consuming in here of us, consuming us of our kind of our happiness here, consuming us of our kind of sunshine, our you know, enjoying life, enjoying the kind of things around us, because instead of living life just kind of worrying constantly about things, we need to kind of step out there and kind of enjoy ourselves. And Cap generally is what I'm getting from this. And with the Lovers in reverse here, it might have been something where this ex relationship, or you know, maybe this kind of we might be still tied to this person. Again, the Devil can also be kind of toxic connections here as well. So there is this energy of needing to kind of release and kind of to free ourselves here, whatever that energy is for you, whether that it comes from a place of lack, or this energy of feeling like we're going to go and be back in the past to something that happened to us before. I think we just need to free ourselves a little bit here and just kind of trust where life is taking us and leading us, because I do think it's towards our own happiness here, but we do have these kind of fears, right? We have this overthinking that's happening right now. The Eight of Swords is all about kind of our own mental blocks that we have here, overthinking. You know, they have the ability to cut themselves from, because they're surrounded by swords, so they have the ability to cut themselves free here, but it's choosing not to, because we're kind of blind. They don't know that the swords are kind of all around them, right? They don't see that. They just think that they're helpless here. And that's this energy that I'm getting a little bit from this, is that we are kind of feeling a little bit maybe helpless, or we're feeling like things aren't working out for us, and we're letting that kind of fear kind of take over. Eight of Cups here, walking away. So you might be choosing to walk away from that. You're like, I'm just, you know, I can't kind of walk away. I can't live with this kind of anxiety anymore. You know, I can't just walk away. I can't live with this constant like stress, this constant anxiety, this constant feeling like, you know, things aren't going to work out for me. You're just like, I'm so kind of sick of this. I'm so kind of feeling like I'm in this space. And I feel like you're ready to kind of leave some of that behind here. You're ready to kind of leave the stuff that maybe is not good for ourselves here, energy that is from the past, from other people, from old relationships, because we're tired of it keeping us up at night. We're tired of it feeling like, you know, things will always go bad for us. Things will never work out for us, is the energy that I'm feeling for you here, Capricorn. I have the Eight of Wands here. I have the World card in reverse. I have the Five of Swords, and I have the Six of Cups in reverse. Energy of being stuck in the past, stuck to old conflicts, stuck to old ideas. There's a cycle here that's not really ending for us, that we're not moving past, that we're not moving away from. And I think this is what they're trying to get you to kind of move away from. And it feels like, Capricorn, honestly, to this idea of lack, or this idea of scarcity in a way that's popping out in your kind of reading here. This energy of just kind of needing to relax a little bit, just to deep breaths, to calm the nervous system if you can. Do things to kind of do that here, because I just feel that kind of fear. I feel that anxiety kind of creeping up and kind of taking over our energy here. Kind of want you to move towards more happiness, or more trust, or releasing a little bit more, because it feels like, again, there's this energy from the past about conflict, about things not kind of working out here, that we're still weirdly attached to. of things, you know, some kind of scarcity, of things that will, you know, leave us, things will not work out for us in a weird way, that we are kind of programming into our mind, or putting that in there ourselves, you know. But they're saying have a little bit of faith, have a little bit of trust in this situation. So we have the Two of Swords coming out, the Queen of Cups reversed, and we also have the Two of Wands reversed. Two of Wands reversed is all about kind of opportunities not coming in, going back to the drawing board, starting over kind of energy here. So there might be some choice for some of you to start about starting over, or starting kind of something new here. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse, could represent a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio here. But the Queen of Cups for me is all about that kind of nurturing mother energy, that kind of caring energy, that self-love, that self-nurturing, that being there for yourself. And so there might be some choices here to make about that, about how we maybe care for ourselves, or, you know, how we nurture our energy, or how we nurture ourselves here. For some of you, this could be another, again, like I said, another person, a water sign that's popping in here that we're making a decision on. But I feel for some of you, it's about kind of reworking and reprogramming ourselves in a way to be a lot more caring or nurturing to ourselves. How can we kind of bring that joy? How can we bring that happiness in, and not let this kind of fear and anxiety win kind of so much, or take so much of our life away, right? How can we kind of care for ourselves? How can we tend for ourselves here? And that's what I feel like this choice is for you at the bottom here, is how are we going to choose to start kind of caring for ourselves? How are we going to start telling ourselves that we're doing a good job, or we are doing the best we can, or you know, we are here for ourselves, we're caring for ourselves. And some of this in the past might have been from a different relationship that didn't care for us in the way we kind of needed to or wanted to, but I just feel like you're just going to kind of reprogram yourself a little bit here, and be like, you know, calm that nervous system here a little bit, and trust that things are working out for you, and trust that you are doing the best job that you can, and that you are kind of having that kind of affirming self-talk to yourself. For Capricorn. Ten of Pentacles. You know, everything that you want out of this world, happiness, what we want out of love. This is the kind of happy ending card with the Ten of Pentacles. It's followed by the Three of Swords reversed, and the Knight of Pentacles. It feels like when we kind of go with the flow, like I was saying about at the top here, when we kind of finally start trusting things are working out for us, and kind of putting that energy back out into the world here, and chasing joy, and chasing happiness, and getting out of the energy of anxiety or stress here, I think you're going to see what you kind of want most kind of come towards you here, this kind of abundant energy. And again, this is not just about money, this is just about overall happiness, overall contentment with life here. And it's like when we heal our broken heart, when we heal those pieces that are feeling distant, that are feeling like you know, nothing good will come out of the world anymore, you know, when we heal those kind of parts, new offers will kind of come in for us here. So just focus on that, focus on kind of healing your heart here, focus on, you know, giving yourself that affirming care, and then kind of giving yourself that affirming love, and trust that you are doing the right thing, and trust that you are kind of you know, doing the best you can kind of in these circumstances, in these moments. And it's funny that it's from this healing heart where this new kind of financial offer comes in for us here. So maybe you will find, again, when you kind of relax a little bit, when you kind of go with what energy is being presented to you right now, not thinking about that, hey, you'll not have enough, or in this energy of lack at the top, you'll start to see that offers will come towards you, and you'll kind of start living a more stress-free life, and start living more of a happy or abundant life here. I know it feels like, again, some of you might get a job offer here too as well, but some of this stuff that needs to kind of be cleared out before that kind of comes in here. This kind of broken heart, this lost kind of energy healed. For Capricorn, please. For Capricorn, please. Capricorn, please. All right. So the energy oracle you got was the Sun, which the Sun came out in your reading as well here. So you have two suns. So if you're feeling this kind of anxiety, if you're feeling this kind of, you know, if you're feeling this kind of, again, this stress of choosing, decisions, anxiety, moving forward, just know there is a lot of happiness and a lot of new beginnings here for you. The Sun, new beginnings, great creativity. The Sun brings blessings to the earth, and this card pertains blessings in your own life as well. Just as the sun nurtures the earth, bringing new life to spring and summer, this is a time of new beginnings and onset of a nurturing new light in your life, the light of the divine inspiration and personal growth. This card often marks a time of great creativity, bringing accumulation of an important new project, such as the birth of a baby, or the writing or publication of a book, or even the birth of a new you. And that's what this energy is kind of feeling here, this new kind of energy for yourself, Capricorn, in these 2 weeks. This kind of birth of this new person who is kind of just like, you know what, I'm the kind of stable emotional body. Now is the time to put your energy into expressing your truth and your vision. Visualize the light of the divine love pouring into your heart and mind like the rays of the sun, bringing inspiration, growth, and abundant blessing. Right? See the future you want to create and know that the sun is shining on you and your intentions now. Right? This 10 of Pentacles here, everything that we want to create for ourselves, everything that we want here. Feel it in your energy, feel it in the light that you kind of bring here. We also have big picture thinking. Big picture thinking. Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. The Pleiadians are our cosmic cousins. They're here to remind us it's never too late to learn a new thing. And change the future. You're being called to be a visionary for the planet, to take a breath, shake off what you've been taught about the world, and hold a new vision for humanity. You're likely a natural big picture thinker, here to generate ideas for the future, here to birth a new age and dream a new world into being. The future will be woven by dream makers like you, by those with enough courage to question the way things have been and to envision new possibilities for the planet. The world needs more artists, dreamers, inventors, visionary thinkers. Perhaps you had an idea that recently you're being called to usher in. If so, this card is confirmation that you're divinely guided. The Pleiadians support us in this important stage in the Earth's development. They want us to know the decisions we make today will affect the well-being of our planet and its species. They're calling on you to be the leader of the future, to hold a clear vision of what's possible, right? What we kind of can create here. To trust that the vision, right? That's the trust coming in here. And follow it through with daily action. To dream a new world into being and to hold your mind open and try not to worry about what others think. For it takes great courage to pave a new path and trust a vision before it's a reality. I'm getting this kind of big mindset shift from you in these kind of 2 weeks, Capricorn. It looks like you're kind of moving into these more kind of happy times here. So I'm proud of you for that. Keep it up. And this was your end of the month reading. I hope it helped.